Muy buenas noches. Good night to all. This is our retired Command Sergeant Major El Centeno over here. Muy buenas noches. Este es el sargento mayor retirado del Centeno. Espero que estén bien esta noche. I hope you guys are doing great with another live. Thank you for tuning in. I have Juan. Thank you, my brother. You're in Lisama. We served together in Fort Bragg. Stupid Artillery, Red Legs. Servimos allá en Carolina del Norte. Éramos artilleros, paracaidistas. So thank you, brother, for tuning in. Just give it a couple seconds here, see somebody else tune in. If not, we'll start. Again, these videos will stay recorded and also going live on YouTube on my channel. Once I'm done with the channel, I try to edit the videos and put information in there. Cuando termine con el video, voy y edito un poco y pongo información del video. So hope you guys are doing great. A lot of news to cover. Espero que estén bien. Muchas cosas que están sucediendo. So vamos a ver si podemos cubrir todas las cosas que han estado sucediendo. Man, it's been a busy week. Ha sido una semana super busy. I don't know about you guys, but I've been super busy. So hope you guys are doing great. Again, this is our retired Command Sergeant El Centeno. Nuevamente, este es el sargento de comando retirado El Centeno de Edson Consulting. Me pueden encontrar en edsonconsultation.com. Esa es mi website. You can find me at edsonconsultation.com and you can send me a private message. I'm gonna cover something here in a second because I'm getting some requests or information, but I'm not getting the emails. So I'll show you here in a second to make sure that when you send a request that you put your email. So está hablando aquí que voy a cubrir en unos segundos que cuando me pidas información, por favor, te asegures poner tu correo electrónico en mi website y vamos a cubrir eso en un segundo aquí. Please share these videos with other veterans out there and service members, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm growing my channel slowly, and I want to keep pushing information, fresh information of what's going on, especially for military service members and federal civilian employees. So por favor suscríbase al canal. Pueden ir a YouTube, siempre pongo el link en Facebook para que se hagan miembros de mi YouTube channel, para entonces así cuando estoy haciendo videos se puedan conectar. So please subscribe to my channel in YouTube so you can help me out and I can keep pushing information. I always wanted to promote my wife. She has her own boutique, Seven Heaven Boutique. She's actually live tonight, so for those ladies out there, para esas mujeres que le gusta verse bonita, those are my partners there. You want to tell your wife, I posted live. She's on live right now. She's doing a live tonight. So, hey, she has all kind of clothes. Just saying. I mean, she's doing her thing. I'm doing my thing. We complement each other. You know, trying to help each other out. So, let me turn this off. I'm sorry. I apologize. So, please share. And like I said, subscribe to my channel. My wife is going live. For you ladies out there, tell them 7heavenboutique.com. You can find her there. And buy clothes, women's clothes actually. I'm not sponsored by any government entity. I always say that. I'm not a lawyer. And I do not represent the U.S. Army or any other government entity. Siempre digo que yo no estoy representando al gobierno, a ninguna entidad del gobierno, ni al ejército de Estados Unidos. Esto es completamente un negocio de hacer consultas, de ayudar a veteranos y personas también que están ingresando a las Fuerzas Armadas o a la Fuerza Federal Civil. So please make sure that you understand that I am not a lawyer. So what I've been doing, I've been super busy the last week. Last week I couldn't do a live. You know, if I don't do a live because I'm super busy, si no puedo hacer un live en la semana es porque estoy bien ocupado. So no se preocupen que siempre trato de poner información y tratar de traer productos toda la semana. Estoy notarizando documentos. I'm notarizing documents. If you live in the Central Florida area, let me know. I can meet you so I can actually notarize the papers. Let me know. I'm also helping out with VA claims. I'm getting a lot of those, and that's mainly what I'm doing right now. Also forecasting retirement benefits for service members and federal civilian employees. There's more to come. I'm still working for the government, but soon, 4 years and a half, I'll be completely retired. Todavía va a venir más cosas, pero no puedo hablar de eso ahora porque todavía sigo trabajando con el gobierno. So La primera consulta es completamente gratis. The first consultation is completely free. There's a lot of people out there charging a lot of money. I'm not charging for their first consultation. If you actually hire my services, then I'll charge you, but I'm only charging 15%, 15% if you win your claim. So that's not that much, trust me. I'm not making money out of this. I just want to help people out there, but it's a business, it's registered, so I have to do it this way. Again, more to come. Muchas cosas que van a venir después de que me retire completamente, y obviamente pues voy a expandir. So now I'm just trying to create my clientele. Estoy tratando de traer clientes para que sepan quién soy. En el último video estamos hablando de cómo añadir a dependientes. Last video I talked about how to add dependents. I think that was pretty much straightforward. I added the video on YouTube. I put the information there. If you need more information about how to do it, it's pretty easy. Si necesitan información de cómo hacerlo, es bien fácil. Déjenmelo saber para ayudarles. Vamos a tener un tópico bien interesante esta noche. We're going to have an interesting topic tonight, and it's of the projection of the 18.9% of the cost of living allowance. Vamos a tener un tema muy interesante esta noche y vamos a hablar del aumento proyectado para el año que viene en el 2023, que se espera que sea de 8.5 por la inflación, y vamos a cobrar eso, vamos a cubrir eso aquí en unos minutos. So it's interesting because we all know what's going on. I mean, the cost of living is going up. So that's to supplement the inflation. So eso es básicamente para suplementar la inflación que está sucediendo ahora mismo en los Estados Unidos. So we all know what's going on, which is unfortunate, right? Thank you, Michael Williams, for tuning in. Brother, again, share these videos. Just trying to help veterans out there. We're going to have a lot of interesting topics tonight. I always like to cover the news. There's a lot of stuff going on. Siempre me gusta empezar con las noticias para ver qué está sucediendo. So let me change my screen over here in a second so we can go to the news. There's a lot of stuff going on. Before I go into the news, again, this is my website, CONSULTATION.com. And when you go to my website, I want to make sure you understand, y quiero solamente cubrir algo rápido cuando van en mi website, algo bien sencillo. This is a pretty basic website. But if you send me a request, I'm getting a lot of requests, and people are forgetting to put their email here. So me están pidiendo mucha información, pero a las personas se les están olvidando poner el email aquí. Y si no me pones tu correspondencia o tu correo electrónico, no voy a poder contestarte a tu pregunta. So if you don't put your email, I will not be able to answer your question. Hey, brother Wansi, thanks for tuning in, brother. So please, if you request information from me, make sure that you put your email in the request so I can email you back, okay? So it's really important. This is my website, SNConsultation.com. You have any questions, you can put your email there, your full name, email. You don't have to put your phone number. I'll get your phone number once I send you an email from my private email. I just don't want to forecast my private email now. No quiero poner mi correo electrónico ahora a todo el mundo por cuestiones personales. Pero por favor, pongan su email para entonces yo poder contestarles so I can answer your question, okay? Really important that you put your email, you put the remarks in there. If you serve active duty reserve, you ask me a specific question and I get back to you, okay? I'm getting a lot of requests, but again, some of them I'm not getting the email and I'm not able to answer. So me han estado enviando preguntas, pero algunas veces se le olvida poner la información, el correo electrónico. Vamos a la noticia. Let's go to the news. There's a lot of stuff going on. I'm talking about a lot of stuff going on. This came from the Air Force. I think it was yesterday or today. It's talking about Air Force leaders discourage use of gender-specific pronouns in awards citations. Y esto está hablando de la Fuerza Aérea, que los líderes no están apoyando que se ponga el género masculino o femenino cuando están dando promociones o están dando premios. I found that really interesting. I'm not going to go into really details in there, but here is it. Do not use names or gender-specific pronouns in your narratives. Está diciendo, estos de líderes de la Fuerza Aérea. Let me make sure, this is leaders from the Air Force. that they're saying not to use pronouns, specific pronouns on your awards, and to actually to be open about it. Okay, so this is going on. I'm not judging anybody. This is news out there. This is open source, so you can find it yourself. I like to cover the news specifically those are affecting the military. Me gusta siempre cubrir las noticias para cubrir las cosas que pueden o están afectando a la milicia. Otra noticia aquí es bien interesante. We all know about the tattoos in the army. Podemos ver lo que pasó con la póliza de los tatuajes en la milicia. So now you can have hand, ear, and neck tattoos. Now okay for soldiers amid recruiting crunch. So ahora pueden tener tatuajes en las manos, en las orejas y en el cuello. There's a lot of memes out there. Probably some of you guys seen it. I was gonna post it, but I'm not gonna do that, man, because I respect rank, and I understand. You know, we like to make fun of this stuff, but I didn't want to do it. But there's some memes out there of the Sergeant Major of the Army that with all his neck tattoo out and with a funny haircut. I don't know if you guys seen it. So hay una foto del sargento mayor del ejército que lo pusieron con unas fotos con muchos tatuajes en el cuello, en las manos. So they're making fun. I understand. I like to laugh too, you know. But you know, it's just that's what's going on. Okay, that's with the tattoos. This is the policy. I guess they're struggling to recruit, and they need people, so that minimize the standards a little bit about tattoos, and that's how they bring people in. So that's going on in the army also. This is a pretty interesting one. This is from a week ago. Army private admits bizarre plot to attack his unit on deployment. Esto salió como una semana atrás y es que un soldado estaba planeando de atacar a su unidad. Interesting, this was the 173rd. I served in that unit in Italy. So he was plotting to attack while deployed. And the events happened in the past, but this is crazy. And he actually pleaded guilty, and he was sentenced. Or he could be faced up to 45 years in prison after pleading guilty to trying to murder U.S. military service members seeking to support terrorists and illegally transmitting national defense information. So, hey, this is the news, crazy stuff that's going on there. Estas son las noticias, las cosas que están sucediendo. There's a lot of stuff going on, specifically at the border. You guys seen the news. They found up to 51 dead bodies in the trailer. That's going on under investigation right now. I cannot talk a lot about that topic. No puedo hablar mucho de ese tópico. But that's happening, you know, it's crazy that that's happening in the border. We're going to talk about, I'm going to run into the topic of tonight. It's going to be, it's not going to be a long video. No, el video no va a ser muy largo. But we're talking about the projection of the pay raises for next year, 2023. And what I'm talking about is the military, the federal civilian force, and also for VA benefits. And I'm going to cover the table here specific for benefits for veterans, because this is a big hike. Expecting this is a proposal, appropriation bills. It haven't been signed yet. I don't think so. So this is on the works, and this is just a projection. Esto es solamente proyectado, but it will affect because we all going to get more money for those that are still serving, also those that retire. So everybody's going to get a pay raise next year. So the first one is a federal workforce. This is for civilian, and this is talking about how it could affect the one for the military, but they're expecting to be a 4.6% raise for military and civilian. So se espera que el año que viene haga un alza de aumento de 4.6%. You can find this information. This is on the bill for the Department of Defense to including Department of Veterans, and I'll talk about that in a second. For this is the hike that we're expecting. Esto es lo que están proyectando para el año que viene, un 4.6 de promedio, y tiene que ver con la inflación. It has to be with the cost of living allowance. So that's for civilian. I'm going to cover now the one for the military. And let me read a little bit here so you can understand what's going on. This is pretty recent, Wednesday, June 15th, from 2 weeks ago, I think, right? Yeah. Federal civilian wages could be a major stumbling block for increasing military pay. So he's talking about that the pay raise for the civilian could affect the one for the military. Above recommended level next year, according to the chairman of the House Armed Service Committee. So está hablando aquí cómo puede afectar el aumento que le van a dar a los civiles a la milicia. That's what all he's saying, but it says here that Washington in a roundtable with reporters on Wednesday said that boost troops paychecks by more than 4.6%, the level recommended by the White House. So this is good news for the civilian and also the military. Okay. This is the one for the military, and it talks about there about the 4.6 also, the proposed federal pay raise. And again, it's pretty much the same thing in how gonna affect. I don't know exactly how much the military will get, and more to come. Those that still active duty, you can find out in the My Pay website, and you can also see your LES, and you'll see how much more pay you're gonna see going up. So, para los veteranos que todavía están en servicio, están sirviendo, van a ver cuánto más van a cobrar, y eso va a ser proyectado en el LES y en los papeles que le llegan de la paga. So that's pretty self-explanatory, right? So we're going to talk about the cost of living allowance. I'm going to cover, and this is the one I want to cover. It's not going to be a long video. Voy a hablar específicamente de lo que se espera que suba de VA benefits. At this little table here, with the 8.9% projected, this is on the proposal and the appropriate bill. And again, I don't think they haven't voted yet, but this is just a projection. So don't take these numbers with a grain of salt, though it could change a little bit. But this is without dependents. Esto es sin dependientes. Esto es solamente una proyección de un alza de 8.9 en el aumento de la inflación. Y dice de lo siguiente: el 10% va a subir. Si tienes un 10% de discapacidad, you have a 10% of VA disability, is going to go from 152.64 to 166.22. So de 10% va a subir de 152 a 166, just para hacer una abreviación. De 20% va a cambiar de 301 a 328. So the one for 20% is going to go from 301 to 328. I'm just trying to shorten so I don't have to talk a lot here. 30% is going to go from 467 to 508. El de 30% va a subir de 467 a 508,98. El de 40% va a subir de 673 a 733. So the one for 40% is going to go from 673 to 733. At 50%, it's going to go from 958 to 1,043. Okay, so you can see how it's increasing, okay, with a 8.9 projection based on the inflation pay raise for next year for VA disabilities. 60%, 1,214 to 1,322. 60% de 1,214 a 1,322. 70% de 1,529 a 1,666. 70%, 1,529 to 1,666. Okay. 80%, 1,778 to 1,936. 80%, 1,778 a 1,936. 90%, this is what you're getting interested in. The next two tables, you're going to be surprised how much money extra you're going to get, which is awesome for us. 90%, 1,998 to 2,176. That's a pretty big hike. 90%, 1,998 a 2,176. If you guys have any question, you can post in the chat. I can answer. If not, I'll get back to you. 100%, this is without dependents. 100% sin dependientes. Esto solamente el miembro de servicio. Solamente, excuse me. 332 a 3,628. You're talking about a difference there of almost 300 or some dollars, okay? So 100% without dependent is gonna go projected from 3,332 to 3,628, okay? That's a big hike, all right? This is the service member without any dependents. Here, we're gonna have the one with dependents. I'm not gonna do the comparison because that was a lot of math for me. No hice la comparación, pero usted puede saber lo que usted está recibiendo ahora mismo. So you can see how much you're receiving and you can project how much extra you're gonna get paid. This is with dependents. This is the different categories, and we're gonna go to the table from 30, 40, 50, and 60%. Okay? Vamos a hablar específicamente con dependientes 30, 40, 50 y 60% en esta tabla. So in this one, in the first one, veteran with spouse and child. So this is pretty much you're married and you have one child, okay? 30%, 614. 40% it went up to 873. 50%, 1,218. 60%, 1,532. Veteran with child only. So this is you as a veteran and one child only without a spouse. 30%, 548. 40%, 786. 50%, 1,110. 60%, 1,402. Okay. The next category is going to be veteran with spouse, one parent, and one child. So this is you or your spouse. If you're taking care of one of your parents, we talked about that in one of the live. If you're taking care of one of the parents, you can apply so they can give you money for that too, because you're taking care of your parents. Okay, this one is only one. So it's 30%, 662, 40%, 937, 50%, 1,299, 60%, 1,629. Next category is veteran with spouse, two parents, and a child. So this one is your spouse, two parents, and one child. 709, 30%, 40%, 1,001, 50% is 1,380, 60%, 1,726. So, el veterano solo con la esposa y dos parientes y un hijo, 709, 1,001, 1,380 a 50% y a 60%, 1,726. The next category is veteran with one parent and one child. So the veteran with one parent and one child. 30% is 596, 40% is 851, 50% is 1,190, 60% 1,499. Esto es el veterano con un pariente y un hijo. A 30%, 596, a 40%, 851, a 50%, 1,190, a 60%, 1,499. Next category is veteran with two parents and one child. So this is you taking care of your two parents and one child. 30%, 644, 40%, 915, 50%, 1,271, 60%, 1,596. Aquí es el veterano con los dos parientes y un hijo, 644, 40%, 915, 50%, 1,271, 60%, 1,596.
Bluetooth disconnected.
Next category, and this is
Bluetooth
pretty interesting.
connected.
So you see how high this went up. We're talking about 30, 40, 50, 60% disability. But in this part, we're going to talk about the child's less than 18 years old. So those are pretty much the ones that still at your house and going to high school. Vamos a hablar de dos categorías aquí. Los niños que están en tu casa, que todavía no están en colegio, están usualmente en intermedia o escuela de high school, que tienen menos de 18 años. Aquí 30% solamente un niño, ¿ok? Esto es adicional. 29, 21, 30%, a 40%, 39, 72, a a 50% 50-23, a 60% 59-58. So here's what is getting interesting. You're gonna see in the next table how high this went. This is for those pretty much over 18 years old, and usually they're in college at this time, okay? So at 30%, 96 with 96 cents, 40% 129, at 50% 161, at 60% 193. So estos son los que están en el colegio, a 30% 96, 40 129, 50 161, 60 193. So this is additional for AA spouse. This is at 30%, 56, 40, 73, 50, 93, and 60%, 112. Now, check this one out, and this is the one that should affect most of us that are 100%. This is a great increase on the money that we will see hopefully next year on the 8.9 projected pay raise, okay, because of the inflation. Veteran with spouse and child, 70%. And I'm telling you, look at what you're getting paid now so you can see the difference. 70%, 1900, okay, and 11. 80%, 2217. 90%, 2491. Check the one at 100%, how that went up. This is just a spouse and a child, 3,979, okay? So mire cómo cambió el veterano con su esposa y su hijo a 70%, 1911, a 80, 2217, a 90%, 2491 y a 100% que vimos o estamos viendo una alza bastante grande, 3379. The next category, veteran with child only. So el veterano con un hijo solamente. At 70%, 1,760. At 80%, 2,044. At 90, 2,297. And 100%, 3,763. So el veterano solamente con su hijo, 1,760. A 70%, a 80%, 2,044. A 90%, 2,297, a 100%, 3,763. Veteran with spouse, one parent, one child. 70%, 2,024, 80%, 2,346, 90%, 2,637, 100%, 4,141. And I'm just shortening so I can go a little bit faster. So esto es básicamente el veterano con la esposa, un pariente y un hijo, 2024, 2,346 a 80%, a 90, 2,637 y a 100%, 4,141. Veteran with spouse, two parents and one child, 70%, 2,138, at 80%, 2,476, at 90%, 2,783, and 100%, 4,303. You can see how this is increasing big time. El veterano con su esposa, haciéndose cargo de los dos parientes y un hijo, 2,138 a 70%, a 80%, 2,476, a 90%, 2,783 y a 100%, 4,303. Veteran with one parent and a child, 70%, 1,874, 80%, 2,173, 90%, 2,443, 100%, 3,926. Almost done. Casi termino. Veteran with two parents and a child, a 70%, 1,987, 80%, 2,303, 90%, 2,589, and 100%, 4,088. So el veterano con dos parientes y un hijo a 70%, 1,987, 2,303 a 80%, 90% a 2,589 y a 100%, 4,088. 88. Esta es la categoría que hablé anteriormente, que es bien importante, que estamos hablando de la categoría de los niños que son menores o mayores de 18 años, referente si están todavía yendo a la escuela o están yendo al colegio. So a 70% 18 years old or less is 70, a 70%, 79 at 80%, 89 at 90%, and 100 and 100%. This was a big spike because for me in this category over here, I'm almost gonna make an extra 200 and some dollars, okay? Additional child, 18 years or older, okay? This is pretty much if they're going to college. See the hike on this one. 70% 226, 80% 259, 90% 292, and 100% 324. If you're 100% and you have a kid that is going to college, that is still in school over 18 years old, and you're 100% and you have not submitted your claim for your dependent, you're missing out on money. Si tienes un niño o una niña, un hijo o una hija que está yendo al colegio, que tiene más de 18 años y no los ha añadido, tiene 100%, estás perdiendo bastante dinero. This is why this is so important. Additional for AA spouse, 70% 129, 80% 148, 90% 167, and 100% 185. So you can see this is just a projection of what's going to happen hopefully next year, an 8.9 inflation pay raise. So you can see how we're going to get more money, okay? So pueden ver con la inflación cómo puede subir y cuánto dinero más vamos a recibir. Por eso es que es bien importante que se recuerden de añadir sus dependientes y benefits. And I can help you with that. I have a video. When I edit this video on YouTube, I'm also going to put that link in there so you know how to add your dependents, okay? This is super easy how to do. So this is the information that came from, this is pretty much from the cost of living allowance. This is based also on the Social Security. You can see the information yourself. I'm gonna post this on the YouTube page so you can see that this is legit information. And this is happen every year, so they do a calculation of the inflation and they calculate how much they should raise the pay, specifically for the federal force, the military, Department of Defense, also VA. So esto hace una proyección todos los años basado en la inflación y esto ha sido una calculación que han hecho y están proyectando que para el año que viene se espera alrededor de 8.9% de aumento. So they're expecting an 8.9% increase. Again, I'm going to put this on the YouTube page so you can see it. I'm not making this up. This is the projection. There's a lot of videos out there on YouTube too. You can find them. Hay muchos videos en YouTube. Los puedes ver. So this information is legit. So I was going to say one of the unique things that I do is to translate for those that speak better Spanish. Una de las cosas que tengo únicas es que traduzco al español porque tengo muchos clientes que se entienden mejor en el español. Tengo muchos clientes también en Puerto Rico. And that's the reason I do this, you know. So this is the uniqueness that I have, that I also speak Spanish. So that's the reason I do it this way. So that's why you see me translating, going back and forward. I want to make sure I cover everything in both languages so I cover my audience, okay? This is also another information that I found. It came out in the news. This is pretty recent, on June 13. It also talks about the inflation and it talks about Social Security. So I don't know how much is gonna be the Social Security, but here again, it talks about how government inflation, they point to a 8.6 cost of living adjustment for 2023. So that's what I'm saying is a projection. So those numbers that I talked about, they could change. They're probably gonna change, I will say. So esos números que hablamos, sabe Dios va a cambiar. So that's just a projection, but we will get a good pay raise for next year. I just want to make sure that everybody understands. Again, military, if you're still in the military, you're gonna get a pay raise. If you're in the federal civilian force, we're gonna get a pay raise also next year. I'm hoping, because of everything that's going on, we can project that it's going to be higher than the one we got last year. So podemos proyectar que va a ser mucho más alto que cogimos el año pasado. So we should see that pay raise. I'm going to keep monitoring this. Yo voy a seguir monitoreando esto para ver cómo nos va a afectar obviamente a nosotros. I'm going to keep monitoring that information so we can see how it's going to affect us, so I can keep updating the information. So that's pretty much for tonight. Again, the topic was going to be fast. If there's any specific topic that you want to cover, si hay un tópico en específico que ustedes quieren hablar, déjenmelo saber. I can find the information and I can research it. So, si tienen algún tópico que quieren cubrir, me lo pueden saber. Puedo buscar la información and I can go from there. Again, one of the things that I've seen is a lack of information. Una cosa las más que he visto es la falta de información. And also to have the drive to actually to submit your claims. And this is what I mean with that. And I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way. In order for you to submit your claims and to actually to make it happen is a tedious work. It's tedious work. So, entiendo que para someter la discapacidad de veterano es mucho trabajo. I understand that. That's the reason I'm here to willing to help you. I know how hard it is to get all the papers together. That's what I'm here for, to help you out. But I'm telling you, you're the one that drives the process, because when I do an analysis to try to help you out and I tell you, listen, this is what I think you could do in specific, if I tell you, hey, you might want to make some appointments with this specific doctor on this specific condition. So that's what I mean. On my experience, that's what you should do, because that's going to help you out to either resubmit your claim or submit for a higher claim or percentage, because I've done it myself again. And I know I have friends here in the chat right now. Yo sé que tengo amistades aquí que los conozco que lo han hecho ellos solos. You don't need a lawyer to do this stuff. I mean, you could get a lawyer, don't get me wrong, that they're going to charge you 20-30%. Okay? Again, I'm not charging for the first consultation. I'm not charging for the first consultation. Yo no estoy cobrando por la primera consulta. And I'm just charging if I win the case. If you win, I win. And I'm only charging 15%, 15, which is not that much. So with that, I'll leave it. I don't have a lot. This is pretty much for tonight. If I don't have anybody else, my buddy that always tune in and is always talking, he didn't make it tonight, man. He's Caban. He's probably working. He's still in the military active duty, so he's probably working somewhere. He's AGR. Know him for a while, so I know. Juan, man, thanks for tuning in. Alisam, Michael Williams, and Wency, brother. Again, we're here to help each other. Thank you, guys. Short video. What I'll do, I'll edit this information in YouTube so I can post the information. If you have any questions, again, let me know. Si tienen alguna pregunta, déjenme saber. Si no sé la contestación, I research it for you. Again, share this information. Subscribe to my channel. If you have anybody that needs help, give me my website, CONSULTATION.com. They can send me a private message there. Tell them to make sure they put their email. Asegúrense que le digan que pongan su correo electrónico para yo poderles contestar. So for that, or those people that posted information there that are asking me for a question, please, if you're watching this video, resend the message and put your email so I can answer your request. So las personas que me han enviado preguntas, por favor, pongan su correo electrónico otra vez o envíen otro mensaje para yo entonces contestarle la pregunta. Pero eso es todo nuevamente. Este es el sargento mayor retirado de comando de Centeno. De verdad que muchas gracias. Thanks for those that serve and sacrifice for this great country. De verdad que muchas gracias por su servicio. Vamos a seguir para adelante. Let's help each other out. I'm going to give it my 100%, and this is what I want to do. I want to help veterans out. I want to help people out. So God bless you guys. Have a great night. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next live, okay? See you guys later. Nos vemos la próxima, ¿está bien? Cuídense, okay? Bye-bye. Chao, chao.